Welcome back to another video, guys. I got another car review. Let's go ahead and meet the owner. All right, so I got Eric right here. What do we got?
We got a 2013 Mustang GT 5.0.
Look how beautiful this car is. Tell us a little bit about it, Eric.
It got 420 horsepower, 390 foot-pounds of torque, and it's fast. So the 5.0 came out actually in 2011. 2011, that's when they started it again. Back then when they had the Fox body, like in the 1980s, they had a 5.0 too, but they stopped it. And I like the previous model to this one, but it only comes with a 4.6 liter engine. And I wanted the 5.0, so I'll be happy.
All right, Eric, so what made you want to get the 2013?
Well, the 2011 and 2012, like that's when they first started bringing back the 5.0. So they had a lot of issues with it. So the 2013 and 2014, that's when they really perfected it. Also the tail lights, if you come back up here, the tail lights, you see how they're blacked out?
Yeah.
The 2011, 2012 didn't have the blackout. So once they perfected the 5.0 in 2013, 2014, they added the blacked out tail lights, and it looks way more aggressive.
One of my favorite features about this car is obviously the hood vents. Tell us a little bit about the hood vents.
So this hood vents is GT500 inspired. So usually you will see those on the GT500, but it's fully functional, and they allow the engine to breathe a little bit more, the air to escape from the engine, cool down the engine a little bit more.
Now we'll take a look at the engine right now, but I could tell already. Something like this needs a lot of air.
A lot of air.
All right, pop the hood open.
You already know.
Damn. Oh my God.
Sway bar, 5 liters. Only thing I need is the cold air intake.
Honestly, this is one of the most beautiful engines I've seen. And what's the purpose of the sway bar?
The sway bar allows you to have a little bit more control, especially when you're going over turns or like going real fast. So so after I bought this car, I was real happy that I bought it, but I did some research on it, and I was thinking, like, did I really buy the right model or the right year? But when I was doing some research, they were saying the 2013 and the 2014 5.0s is probably the best 5.0s that you can get right now. Just because you know how they have the 69 fastbacks and how they're classics right now, this is going to be a classic in the future. So I really got my hands on a good car.
And so obviously we got a really fast car here, and you're going to need some stopping power. What kind of brakes we got here?
We got the Brembo brakes right here, and I had to get it because I didn't buy a fast car to drive slow, so you need some stopping power.
Yeah, right. Another thing that adds to these looks is the redesigned front grille and splitter. It makes it look way more aggressive. So these black panels right here, these remind me of the 70s Mach 1, so this is a really nice touch right here. Love that. We got the beautiful interior right here. Look at this steering wheel. Wow.
So you can see the gauges here. When I first bought this car, I didn't know that I got the premium package with it. So it comes with it's not a touch screen, but you could basically just track your apps, the acceleration timer, brake performance, your settings. You could change the color of the gauges. There'll be colors down here.
Oh.
So you could change those colors as well: red, blue, purple, green. Pretty much add it to your own little personalized custom.
And what's this? What kind of setup we have for the audio?
For the audio, it always comes with a shaker. So all fours comes with a shaker sound system. But for this one, especially the GTs, it comes with a good bass. So if you really like rocking out to your music, this is a good setup. I don't really need any stereos or any.
You can tell this has good bass. Look how big these are.
Yes, sir.
And I love the Mustang badging. Everything about this car is just perfect. I just love how everything is so simple and just.
Yeah, they don't overdo it with Ford, like.
And obviously, no one buys a Mustang for like very luxurious interior. They buy it for the performance.
Exactly.
I love how simple everything is. Before we take this out for a drive, let's go ahead and hear the exhaust.
Oh.
Whoa.
Let it warm up a little bit.
Yeah. Wow. Look at the smile on his face.
Yeah! Little adrenaline rush.
Oh yeah.
Love that. Yeah, yours too, bro. Yeah. It's Playboy 5.0.
So we're here through the canyons right now, and how does this drive through the canyons?
Man, I've always wanted to drive through a canyon, and it's perfect. Just driving like this with the windows down, and just you can hear the engine rumbling, the downshifts. It's really relaxing. I also wanted to do switch this car to E85, but there's not like a lot of E85 gas stations. And then too, I heard once you switch it over to E85, the fuel for E85, it just starts running out real quick. So you're just gonna have to constantly fill up. Even though it's cheap, it's just a constant fill up. So.
And why would someone switch to E85? What are the perks of that type of gasoline?
Way more horsepower. You get it. Putting E85 is basically putting the car on steroids. Like once you put it on E85, the horsepower, the torque, everything goes up.
Alright, so a few days ago you got pulled over for what?
So this cop said he was telling me, I know that exhaust is loud and I know you got it like that, but you know, just fix it. How am I gonna fix it if I got it like that?
So what car did you start off with? Like, what was your first car?
My first ever car I bought was a 2006 V6 Mustang.
Oh, okay. V6, was it automatic? Was it manual?
No, it was manual.
Oh,
and the thing about that too, if you're looking to get a GT right away or a V8 with a whole lot of power, me personally, I suggest you start and take baby steps and start off with a V6. I know a lot of people, they shit on V6s, or you know, they talk a lot of crap. You know, it's not really a muscle car. You just buying it for the looks, this and that, which is low-key true. But if you don't know how to drive stick and you just, you know, go right away into that V8, you're gonna have some problems sometimes. You know, the reason why is because they got all this torque packed inside the little ass body, and people just gas it on turns. You just gotta, I would say, take baby steps first.
Yeah. And I feel like the V6 muscle cars are essential to car communities just for that reason too, just to like baby your way into getting something like this.
Exactly.
You don't want too much power when you're a beginner because you wouldn't know how to control it or what to do with it.
Exactly, because I had my V6 for 2 years, almost 3 years. But the reason I got this car is because the V6 broke down. But honestly, bro, like if it wasn't for that V6, I wouldn't know how to drive this car that good. Because I can tell you right now, I'm not trying to be cocky or nothing, but I'm a pretty good fucking driver. Like.
And have you always been like a Ford Mustang kind of guy, or did you look into any other cars, any other muscle cars?
You know what? Ever since I was little, my dad would drive he had two V8s. It was 2003 Ford Mustangs, and he had two. Bro, ever since then, I fell in love with Ford. The only other car I would drive and I would own would probably be a Hellcat. A Hellcat Challenger. But,
and I could tell he's a Ford guy because he told me a story earlier that he was at the dealership and they tried to steer him in the direction of getting what was it?
2019 Scat Pack.
There you go. And he declined, and he knew he wanted this one.
They were telling me, oh, you know, you could lease a brand new 2019 Scat Pack, or you like the Chevy, the Camaros. I was like, bro, I'm a Ford guy, so wow. if you're looking to buy a new car, get what you want. Don't settle for anything less, because I got what I want, man. I'm happy every day.
So that's gonna be today's video. I want to give a special thanks to Eric. Thanks for taking the time to show me your beautiful car.
Of course, man. Hey, next time we're doing burnout and we're doing donuts, so stay tuned.
Give me your Instagram.
My Instagram is EM_Rhodes. So E as in Eric, M as in Mary, and then like Rhode Island but plural, 16.
I'll go ahead and leave your info in the description. Have a good one.